South Africa is launching a sweeping national dialogue to confront the country's biggest challenges, including poverty, inequality, corruption, and an unemployment rate above 30%. The two-day convention in Pretoria marks the start of what President Cyril Ramaphosa calls a soul-searching process involving civic groups, political parties, and ordinary citizens. It follows the ANC's loss of its parliamentary majority in the 2024 election, which led to the formation of a coalition government. Ramaphosa says the talks are meant to be inclusive and led by the people. He's appointed an eminent persons group made up of respected figures such as rugby captain Siya Kalosi, actor John Carney, and former Judge Edwin Cameron. The initiative has faced criticism. The Democratic Alliance withdrew after a political dispute and called the talks a waste of public funds. The MK party is also refusing to participate. There are concerns over the estimated $40 million cost.
Hello, my people. The ruling party of South Africa, ANC, have launched a national dialogue to discuss how to eradicate or how to solve the problem of poverty. And poverty, corruption, and etc. and other stuff that is plaguing that country. You know, in politics, you can call this distraction, but this is more than a distraction, in my own opinion, because this shows that these politicians, they are out of touch. You know, for them to call for national dialogue, for them to understand the problem of the country, you know, is laughable. You know what I mean? But you know, they can furnish excuses and say that, look, we want to understand this problem properly. That's why we are consulting many people. But which, you know, there might be sense in that. But what I'm saying is that, you know, when you look at the money, that's the elephant in the room. People need to address. When you look at the money that they are budgeting for this national dialogue, you know, you see that this is a way of, if we can target corruption as well, because if you're going to spend the $40 million for just a dialogue committee or to hold a conference where people come and talk, just talking, nothing, no tangible, nothing, no tangible stuff, just for people to talk, and you're going to spend $40 million. I mean, are these people, where are these people? Are they living in a different planet? You know, these politicians we have in Africa, they must be living in a different planet, because 40 million, even 5 million can set up a company. Or even you know, 20 million can set up a big company, you know what I mean? So that people get job, you know. People are poor because there is no job, because you see in that report that the unemployment is high, is historic high in South Africa, you know what I mean? And instead of you to do something about it, you're getting this committee, you know, you're establishing a national dialogue that even though this is like endless dialogue, you know what I mean? Because they said it's going to be in stages, you know, which means instead of you to deal with the problem at hand, you're going to wait for all this conference, another conference, you know, and the years are passing by. That's why I said at the beginning that this is kind of a distraction, to say that, you know, we are doing something about this poverty. You know, we already just set this committee. We already set this national dialogue. We need to hear from this national dialogue. You know, we need to give them time to bring a report. You know what I mean? And, you know, in politics, reports can take years before they compile it. And does it mean that you're not going to do anything for the current poverty people are suffering in South Africa? You know what I mean? You're going to be waiting for this report. And because this is where they always go. They're going to tell you, we're waiting for the reports to come out. And the reports might take years to come out. Before then, maybe they are not in power, you know what I mean? If you're going to do something about poverty, you should start doing something now about it. And you can't just pretend that you don't know how to solve a poverty problem You need a national dialogue to know how to solve it. You know, what did you campaign on? You know, if you right from day one, as a leader, you should know how to solve this kind of problem. But we don't see it in Africa. And, you know, poverty and corruption. And, you know, corruption in Africa is not going to be, I don't see any way where it's going to end. Because even with technology, you know, these corrupt leaders or politicians, you know, even with this, the current technology thing is going to eliminate corruption. It will not. Either they will not implement the technology that can fight corruption, or they manipulate that technology. This is what we see in Africa. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.